Hey YouTube fam, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christina and this is Mom Wife Budget Life. And in today's video, we will be stuffing our savings challenges. So if that sounds like something that'll interest you, stay tuned. Okay, hopefully you guys can see everything well. Hopefully you can hear me fine because I'm once again using my mic to hopefully better my sound quality. Okay, so let's go ahead and count this money to see what we're playing with. 20, 40, 60, 75, 76, 77, 78, $79. We might go a little bit out of order just so I can make change as we go. Because we all know I never come with change because I don't go to the bank. So I literally use what I have here. If money has to go back to the bank, I just recycle it and whatever I have to take to the bank. So like how I get my money is I cash out through my apps that I coupon with. And so, in order for me to get the money to play with, I just send that money to my PayPal and then send it to my bank account. So, the money that I have here in the house that has to go back to the bank, I just use that money so that way I don't have to go to the bank to take money out every time I have to stuff. So, that's how that works for me. But, anyways, let's go ahead and get into our stuffing. We are starting off where we left off last week, which is right here with our Let's Travel. And this challenge is by Party Planner Papery. And last week we scratched a 10. And so we will be stuffing $10. But instead of stuffing 10, I'm just going to take a 10 out and grab a 20. And so that gave us $25, $26, and $27. So we're going to go ahead and can I do it right here? Can you still see it? Yes, you can. I need my dice and scratch for next week. So that is 2. So 1, 2. Okay. And so that is another $10 we will be stuffing next week. That's exciting. I can't wait to put that $100 into my, where's it going? Getaways. Cannot wait. So the next challenge is our Two Sister B challenge. And let me go ahead and grab that. Ah, dropped my book. Okay, here we go. Our Two Sister B challenge, and each icon is worth $5, but the cake is worth 10. And so we're gonna go ahead and color in one bead today. And let me do that right quick and I'll be right back. Okay, and so we colored in this bead right here in the corner. And we will be stuffing $5 for that B. Let's see. Grab this 5. And so in total, it now has 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So we're going to go ahead and take this 15 and put it down and grab a 20. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, and 20. And so next week, we will make sure we come with the $5 for that challenge. I'm stopping and pausing because I'm writing down what I have to come with next week so I don't forget. Okay. And this challenge right here is by Norellis Budgets. It was one of her member exclusive. It says rainy day savings and it says $60. And we are going to be stuffing today $16. So I'm going to color in 8 of these raindrops. and I will be right back. Okay, 16 raindrops colored in. Well, $16 worth colored in. So 10, 15, and 16. 10, 15, $16 is what we are starting this challenge off with today. Let's add it back into the envelope. And give me 1 second. Okay, so actually I put it away, but I took it back out because now I have to see what I'm going to stuff next week into this challenge. So we got our 6-sided dice and we're going to roll it. And that's 5. So I'm going to stuff $10 next week into our rainy day fund. Yeah, $10 going into that fund next week. Okay, our next challenge is by Danny over at Craftco Budgets. It is her budget bingo, but I am working on the backside, and we only have 5 left, so we're going to go ahead and cross off the last 5 and add the $5 in to call this challenge complete. Okay, so this challenge saved us a total of 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 5, 10, and 11. So $111 is going into my lottery fund, which should cover me for quite some time, and it's exciting as well. So when we finish a challenge around here, we get to ring our bell. Yay! One challenge completed. Okay, and to replace that challenge, I'm actually going to replace it with this challenge by Glory's Budget here on YouTube. Sorry, my eye's itching. And we are going to roll the dice to see where we're going to scratch and what we're saving for next week. That is 3. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, and so the first time I scratched the 4. The second time I scratched, I also scratched the 4. So next week we will be coming with $8 for this challenge. When this is done, it's going into my school sinking funds. So yeah, $8 for next week is what I will be coming in for that challenge. Okay, the next challenge is our Stitch challenge by Glow Budgets. And we rolled a 1 and a 4. So we will be stuffing $5 into this challenge. But let me go ahead and get a color and color that in, and then we'll roll for next week before we stuff the money. Okay, so that is $5, and we'll put it to the side for right now. And we're going to go ahead and roll for next week. That's a 4. Let me put a 4 right there. And a 3. So next week I will be coming with $7 for that challenge. We'll put this down here for a second, and let's see how much we have in total for this challenge. So far we have 25, 30, 1, 2, 3, and 4. $34 going into our Stitch challenge, and when it's done, it will be going into my family vacation for Disney, whenever that's gonna be. The next challenge is our extravaganza challenge. Oh, my chair is squeaking. Okay, so our next challenge is our extravaganza challenge. Save $50, and this one is also by Glow Budgets. And last week we Last week we rolled $8. So we're gonna stuff these two fours for $8. And I'm gonna color them in and I will be right back. Okay, and so I am done. It felt like that took forever, but we color this one in and this one down here. Okay, and so we will be adding $8. I'm sitting on the edge of my chair and it keep making me squeak. Ugh. Anyways, we will be adding $8 into that challenge. So let's see. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. And so we have a total of 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, $40. I'm going to put this back in all these ones and take the last 20. Because if not, we'll be sitting here trying to figure out how we get a change. Okay. So it has $40 and that one's going to go into my Easter envelope for next year. I'm almost pretty much fully funded for Easter next year, honestly. Okay, and so our next challenge is by D Plans and Budgets. It's a freebie on her channel for July. And we will be stuffing the last $7 that need to be into this challenge. But we will keep it around until the end of July. So I will add more money into it next week. So what I said, $7. So let's add $7. Okay, so we have a total of 20, 35, 36, and 37. And so I'm just going to take it to 45. No. Let's roll the dice and see what we get. That's a 6. 6 and 37. Did I say 37? Yes, 6 and 37 is what? 43? So let's just make it to 45. So we'll go ahead and stuff $8. Nope. $8 next time into that challenge. We'll stuff $8 into our July challenge next time. Okay. And so the next challenge is this challenge right here and it keeps sticking to my envelope, by T&L Budgets over on Etsy. It says game over. And last week we scratched a 7. So we'll be stuffing $7 this week. 5, 6, and 7. So that's 20, 40, 60, 75, 70. Nope. 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, 81, 82, and $83 so far into this challenge. And so we're going to roll to see where we'll be stuffing next week. 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. A little hard to scratch it because it's hot up here, so the scratcher is sticking. I need to take all my scratchers downstairs so they don't mess up. But anyways, next week we will be coming with $5 for this challenge, so we can try to not complete it, but never know, we might be able to complete it sooner than later. So $5 coming in next week for this challenge. You know what? Let's try turning it this way and see if maybe that helps. So it doesn't stick. Okay, the next challenge is our what is it? Frosty the Sandman. And last week we rolled to stuff $9, so we will be finishing this challenge this week. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and $9. $9 going into our Frosty the Sandman. And we completed this challenge with, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we finished this challenge with 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. $25 is what we saved to put towards our Christmas fund, which is exciting. Okay, sorry about that. That was my daughter. She just got home from work. But anyways, $25 saved in our Frosty the Sandman. So when we complete a challenge, we get to ring our bell. Yay! 2 challenge completed. It's exciting. Okay, and to replace that challenge for next week, we will be adding this new challenge. And it is a word search. And for me, I'm going to say $4 a word, and it's by Mini Brick Budget. And how I think I'm going to do it, I want to do it where I put a timer on, a 1-minute timer, and the amount of words I find in that 1 minute, I have to save for it. But at the same time, I never know how much money I'm going to be able to come with. So, what I'm going to have to do, if that's the way I want to do it, I'm going to have to do that right now and put a 1-minute timer on and see how many words I can find in 1 minute. Okay? And so, we're going to go ahead and do that right quick so we can see what we're coming with. Okay? So, let me get a color. Oops. Let me go ahead and get a color pencil, right? And I'm not going to color in the words today. I'm just going to, if I find it, I'm just going to put a star next to it so that way next week I know, no, I can't do that because then I might lose where the word is. So I'm going to color the words in. Every word that I find, I'm going to color it in. And yeah, I just think that would be a fun way to do it. Put a 1-minute timer on and try to find the words in 1 minute. So let me go ahead and do that right quick. Let's put a 1-minute timer on my watch because I'm using my phone, so I can't use my phone. All right, so I have my 1 minute, and we're going to go ahead and start it. I just found scratch off at the last minute, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. So that's gonna be a fun way for me to go ahead and stuff this challenge is to put a 1-minute timer on and find the words. Might take me some time, but it's okay. Anyways, we got to find 4 words. So that means 4 times 4 is $16. So next week I will be trying to come with the $16 for this challenge. Okay? And this challenge is by Mini Brick Budgets, just in case I didn't say that. All right. And so the last challenge is by Indigo Moon Budgets here on YouTube. I can get it out. Okay. And so we will be stuffing $7. You can do this the high income way and save $500, but I'm doing it the low income way and saving $140 by adding the 2 numbers together. So I will be stuffing $7. So I will be right back. Okay, $7. So let's see, that should be what we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. $7. And so in total we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and $14 into our 2025 saving. So put that in there. Uh-oh. I actually put the money in the envelope. Okay. And so with that being said, we are all out of money, but I want to go ahead and add $2 into my ding 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 envelope for that. I have my money right here. $2 going into my ding 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 envelope. And we get to count this at the end of September. And let's add these two challenges into our completed bag, which is right here. So this month I decided to save every single challenge that I complete till the end of the month. And you guys will see how I'm going to do it at the end of the month, if I can get this in. Okay. And so with that being said, we are all out of money. I hope you guys, looking a little thick, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything to hit it. It helps me out as well as lets YouTube know that you guys are enjoying the content. So I hope whenever you are watching this that you have a wonderful day or night. Be kind to one another. Stay cool. And come back for the next video. I had to do a voiceover right here at the end, so it's not really on target, but I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.